I want to talk a little bit about the snobs here. Let's go into us. We're gonna do a little snob promotion. We took some time between season 1 and 2, which wasn't very much, to look where we're going. We came up with a mission statement. I wanna ask you guys a little bit about it. I want you guys to speak to it. Um, before I do that, I want to talk about um, some of our sponsors and how they match up with it, and maybe just do a quick read of it. So I'll just read it. It's on our website for the 3 people that might have seen it. And if you haven't, you can listen to it now. And it's a little long, but our mission statement is to grow and promote the game of soccer, to work extremely hard to keep fresh content and be on the cutting edge of the sport, to be enthusiastic and honest in a positive way, and suggest solutions as opposed to questions. We're committed to helping our community and use our sponsorship money to not only cover the cost of running this show, but to provide opportunities to youth who may need it within the local game. Our end goal is to promote the beautiful game, bringing it forward with new and useful information, humor, and enthusiasm. So I wanted to read it quickly and not bore the listeners, because I wanted to focus on the committed to helping the community and sponsorship money. That's definitely something for me that I really would like to push moving forward. We're not in this to become billionaires or anything by any stretch of the imagination. But it is a passion of ours. I know Jason's going to bring someone on in a few episodes to talk about how to subsidize soccer and different things he's done. It's something we're passionate about. And maybe I just want to throw it. I'll go to Jason first. Why is that mission statement that we did important? And is that, do you agree? Is that an accurate reflection of where we want to be?
I think it's genius, and I don't know if it was you or Mark that brought it up and came up with it. Once you did, I was like, I love this, and like, I'm mad that I didn't come up with that idea, but it's so good, and it's like, because I remember getting into an argument with some ringette people. My daughter plays ringette, and it's like they're fundraising to go to a hotel. You guys have heard me talk about this ad nauseum, and it's like, if we can fundraise, you know, or get some funds going to help kids play soccer, look at how the impact it has on us. Like, look what we're doing right now, recording and getting the word out about soccer, because we love it. Like, we're obviously, like, it's planted a seed in us. It's the reason why I went to university. It's the only reason I went to university, is to play soccer. And that's it. And then thank God I did, or else I wouldn't have the lifestyle I would have now. So if we can give that to somebody else, even for a year, and then who knows what that could bring. But I love it. I think it's totally us. Totally.
Mark, what do you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, the same thing as Jay, and kind of what you mentioned with the whole, like, we're not in this to make money or to be millionaires, or it's not even a penny air. None of us have taken a cent. None of us want a cent from it. We want, like, as far as to take it, like Steve said, it's not an empty, let's help the community. It's so easy to say, let's help the community. How? It's part of our mission statement of not just bringing up, oh, the community needs help. It's providing the solution. And the solution is every piece of money we get will go directly to a child. We're sponsoring kids in our community to play soccer, cover registrations, buy shoes, do whatever. That's what we're directly doing. We're not offering a broad statement of helping the community. We're going to give people who can't play soccer the chance to play soccer. That's kind of like, I just wanted to specify, like, something, as in our mission statement, that's our solution.
I think that's brilliant. I love solution, Mark. Before we go forward, I will say you won't be the banker. You won't be in charge of finances, since you can't pronounce it all properly. I think it's great. I love solution. So we've had some sponsors. We've had Phil Craig. We've had True Build Ottawa. We have Bastion and Ferguson. We have got some funds from them. They're sitting in an account. Once this whole pandemic and lockdown or whatever in soccer's, hopefully we'll be able to play in the spring, and these kids will have a summer. We'll look to put that towards, it can be any club, Gloucester, West Ottawa, OSU, Cap, whatever. It doesn't matter. We could care less. It's just the kids who we think we can help in the city. So that's what'll happen. I know Kwame and Cap City Beats are interested as well, and will be joining with us. I wanted to just go into Bastion and Ferguson and say solution oriented. They're real estate agents, and they have a similar passion to giving back and whatnot. And what they did lately is they've raised money for the Do It for Darren Foundation. But what I liked about it is I like the solution orientation piece of it is just, don't just say it. Don't just throw $400 here or there as a sponsor. They went out, they did they were going to cut, or they did cut Ramsey Ferguson's hair. He's got the biggest locks. Go and look on their website. And they set up a thing that where they match any donation up to $2,500. They in 2 days they got to $6,000. He shaved his head yesterday, which I have the utmost amount of respect for. And just the fact that they're out there actually doing it, I wouldn't say jealous was the word, but I thought, there's like a guideline, or there's like almost role models in how we can do it. So I wanted to throw that out there because, we throw an ad out about them and we joke about soccer, but to me, like that's commendable to have someone out there actually doing it and acting on things like that. So to move on from some of the serious stuff.
Ours is the gift. Just I'll add on to that, Steve, so you can get another transition there. But it's also the gift that keeps on giving. You plan to we all know a kid who couldn't afford to play soccer, and like our club also wants to help, but sometimes their hands are tied. They got to make some money. They got to pay the bills too. And it's like, we all know that just $200-300, what a difference it can make. And then it's the seed that plants for the kid for life. Like, to be honest, whatever sport, like I know it's Soccer Snobs, but like, I mean, I'm open, you know what I mean? Because it's like, how expensive is it to play hockey? And it's the weirdest thing coming from me, but it's like, why aren't people fundraising to raise money for kids to play hockey instead of going to a stupid tournament to go swimming in the
playing hockey? Believe it or not, my son plays house league hockey, and it's costs the same amount as playing soccer. Yeah. That's how high soccer prices have got.
Yeah. The same. There's no difference now. Actually, Mark, I wanted to throw it to you and ask, sort of along the lines of our mission statement and if we can help, to Jay's point, a kid to play and to go to university or to do whatever they are and to help them. I know you watched a tape of Ali McCoyston. That's why he's your favorite player, that VHS tape. You gave us that story, but what hooked you on soccer? Why did you fall in love with soccer? Who got you involved in soccer when you were younger? Was it the VHS tape and that's the be all and end all in your life? What was it? Pretty
much. I mean, honestly, it's not even, there's not even a one moment. It was that Rangers game. Rangers, I loved Rangers, this, that, and the other. And it was just the thing to do in the summer. I played in the winter. Summer came and it was soccer. That's it. Like there was no, and even throughout my career, it's not like a Mark Lapointe interview now, but like I quit soccer from when I was like 15 to 17, didn't play at all, hated it. Up until the last day I ever played soccer, I didn't like training. So I'm probably like the worst person to ask this.
No, I'm going to dive into your psyche, Mark. What made Carlton different for you? Why did you not want to quit Carlton? What made it special? Because like, that's what we're getting at, the love of the game and whatnot. So what?
Yeah, well, Carlton was different. Carlton,
why?
To me, it's the greatest. It was the greatest people. The strong alumni presence, everybody there made you just feel like you were actually something. And Sandy, for me, is a big one. When I went to university, I was like 108 pounds. I didn't do anything. I was just a use. And he like turned me from like a shivering new like ostrich on the field to like, almost winning a national title, killing myself, and I can credit that to Sandy. He changed me as a player. He actually made me love it. And when I left Carlton, I hated soccer again because you miss that day-to-day interaction. I think day-to-day interaction with teammates and guys you want to kill for. You just loved it. That was for me. Anyway,
no, I'm not going to go back to youth for you and stuff, but you've been with Falcons forever, and you were in the Algonquin thing. Why are you with Falcons for so long?
You know what? And also I have a bone to pick with the Falcons, and I hope they listen to this because you and I, Steve, we had a 1 or 2 year hiatus where we just, there was no team for us really, or like some of the guys we played with were old timers and we weren't, or something like that. And I didn't get my 20-year tanker. I don't know. But which is it bothers me, but it just shows how much I want to be a part of it. And Falcons is just like Laura said in the interview. She said like she just loved the Friday nights and going, and people are open, they're kind, and you're just like all the kids are there. I bring my kids now, and you know, it's like it is kind of like a family. You know what I mean? Like it is like. So I think, you know, having good coaches there like Brian and Rob Smith and Gordon Armstrong, you know, guiding the way, kind of creating that culture really helped. So that's why, you know, I'll be there till I die.
So I think what you both nailed on is the same thing. It's culture. And I guess Canada doesn't get, I guess that's always the critique against Canada is the culture. I think the culture is there, and you've just nailed two examples. Maybe the culture is only there fleetingly, Mark, like for a 4-year period for you at Carlton, where it's not a lifetime thing. And Jay, you were speaking about it with Falcons, where Falcons is without a youth system. How do they continue to carry on so it doesn't stick around? I think the culture is there in dribs and drabs, maybe, or in just different clubs or different pieces of life. But I guess how do we keep that culture going so that day to day, you know, you don't have Mark quit from 15 to 17. He's involved in something that it's like there's a passion to keep going. And anyways, I wanted to touch on it. I think it maybe dovetails
look at you and Laura probably have a similar story because you followed your dad. Your dad was massive in the club. There's an award after him that everybody wants to win. And because when we're at the Falcons banquet, it's like when they win, it's like everyone has tears in their eyes. Like it's amazing. But look what she's done. She has a career based on this. Look what you're doing, and like what you want to do, continue to do. It's not by mistake. And like we bring our kids now, and like we're passing it on, and that's the culture. Like people just bring your kids out, watch. It's such a simple thing, but like some guys who have kids, bring your kids out to the games, and that's how we continue it. And the kids see you play, and it's through osmosis. Like you can't just tell your kids to play soccer. They got to see you play and love it and yell at the ref and get involved and have beers with the guys after and you know, joke around. And that's the whole culture of it. Like, I mean, that's as good as we're going to make it, I guess, because we're definitely far from pro.
I love that though, Jay, because it's, you know, you could blame it on a pro team being here and going away and not staying and not having a fit. But I mean, if you have that pro team, I think that can accentuate it. You bring your kids, you walk to the stadium, you bring the scarf, you watch the game. But, you know, great point by you. If you're playing old timers, bring your kid, let them run around the side, let Laura Armstrong run up and down that hill and miss her dad's 4 goals. But then all of a sudden, look where she is now. And the passion you can see, it came through from her today. So, I mean, that's a lofty thing to put in a mission statement, but I think that some of those stories and what we're talking about is what we'd like to continue to help do and build in Ottawa and in Canada if we can get there for sure. But, you know, whether you're OSU or TFC or WASC, it doesn't matter. I think for us, it's let's keep building that in Ottawa. I think it's there.